The world needs the experience and the materials of China to be successful in battling this coronavirus disease. China has the most experience in the world with this disease, and it's the only country to have turned around serious large-scale outbreaks. Risk from China is dropping, and what China has to add to the global response is rapidly rising.
We've been very clear on the fact that we've had a team on the ground, as our WHO office has been there since the very beginning. Our country representative and a team were in Wuhan weeks and weeks and weeks ago. So from our perspective, we have a government that's cooperating with us, that's inviting in international experts, that has shared sequences with the world, that continues to engage with the outside community, that has published again and again and again in credible international medical journals, that continues to make international presentations.
If China had not shared the sequences of the first 6 genetic sequences they had on an open platform, the world would not have been as prepared, because within a few hours of those sequences being shared, labs around the world were able to create diagnostic tests to test people in their own countries, and vaccine companies and academics working on vaccines were able to create constructs.
And the Chinese government deserve huge credit for that response and for the transparency in which they have dealt with this. A case in point, in terms of one of the clusters of infection that we're currently working with Germany to investigate, it was the lab in China who contacted Germany to tell them that they had a return case that was positive. So China is not only helping to manage the cases in its own country, but it is actively reaching out on an individual basis, not only to WHO, but to other partners in the world, to help them respond in a more effective way.
This approach, what we call an all-of-government, all-of-society approach with very old-fashioned tools in some ways, has probably definitely averted and probably prevented at least, well, tens of thousands, but probably hundreds of thousands of cases of COVID-19 here in China, which is an extraordinary achievement and so important to the health of this country. There's no question that China's bold approach to the rapid spread of this new respiratory pathogen has changed the course of what was a rapidly escalating and continues to be deadly epidemic.
Those measures on movement restriction have delayed the dissemination of the outbreak of 2 or 3 days within China and a few weeks outside China, 2 or 3 weeks.
Je tiens à vous transmettre que l'information que j'ai obtenue de l'Organisation mondiale de la santé, d'après la visite récemment faite en Chine, c'est que dès le commencement du mois de février, le nombre de cas est en train de baisser. Et ça, c'est une très bonne indication. Et j'espère que cette indication puisse être maintenue d'une façon continuée. Et mon message à tous ceux qui maintenant en Chine sont privés de beaucoup des aspects d'une vie normale, c'est un message de gratitude, parce que ce sont les sacrifices de ceux qui sont privés de tous les aspects positifs de la vie dont nous jouissons, ceux qui sont privés de ça pour éviter que la maladie se propage, sont en train de rendre service à l'humanité.